we've been able to distinguish transformation at 4 different what critical realists call planes of social existence, reaching from the individual level, where we need changes in the inner being via the social interactions of how we interact with each other, social structures, the hierarchies that we challenge, like class, gender, etc., up to society-nature relations. And in that book, we basically outline what kind of deep transformations and all these planes would be necessary. We're basically saying that we need change in all of these planes. In order, for example, to implement caps on income and wealth or wealth taxes, you will need at least European coordination, otherwise you get, capital flight.
As long as an economy grows, it undermines the ecological foundations of our society. So this is the big question we have to tackle. We don't need just a Green Deal, we have to go beyond the Green Deal, which means building a new economy that provides a good life within the planetary boundaries. And this means we really have to change everything.
I think wealth taxes need to be taken seriously. As part of the financing base of the welfare state society of the future. And there's a lot of work to do there. And so we need to definitely move into that direction. Also to take a bit of the pressure off of this employment-based system which is currently financing most welfare states. But at the same time, we need to do this in a way that garners sufficient public support. And we know that public support for these kinds of systems is not always at a very high level. So that is also a big challenge. How can we make sure that people are on board with this, are ready to support these kinds of policies? And this needs to happen all at the same time.
We see that just transition is a concept that has a very bit of a vague definition. Everyone can adopt it and use it in its own context or for its own goals and terms. So I think it is increasingly acknowledged that the social dimension, the social justice dimension, distributional as well as procedural, is really important for bringing a sustainable society about, and that there's still a lot of discussion necessary to determine which social justice, how to understand it, and how can we implement it in policies. But I think this notion of just transition is certainly helpful to bring the debate to those kind of questions.